fucking fell in the wells. What happened? But in that one, drawing that water. Drowns in the sink. Jack, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, good. Feeling hydrated?
No, but I made myself popcorn.
Oh, good. You killed me, dude. Alright, let's go. Let's get this bitch started. Alright. Let's do this. Last time when we left off our adventurers, they made out their way to Mount Hotenow. Heading north, they decided to go north to the east. About, 20 miles, 3 miles north, and then the rest of the trip to the east towards Hotenow. On the way, they almost got robbed, or not almost. They were going to possibly get robbed until the thieves recognized who Raizok and Calico were, the slayers of Venom Fang of Thunder Tree. They attempted to recruit the fellow thieves, but with no avail. The thieves were a little bit too scared to follow them to the mountain. Move on. Further in the trip, Calico gets his ankle snagged by a bear trap. Balerov, the individual who was following them, just so happened to be coincidentally going the same direction, helps them separate get free of the trap. They start to head eastward to the forest. Once they're inside the forest, if I do recall, you guys made your way to a rest spot, in which case, in the middle of the night, probably around 2 a.m. in the morning, you all were attacked by these giant insectoid, 6-armed creatures, with 2 claws, a brown carapace, and it ended up being an Ankheg hive. Calico recognizing the Ankheg hive, brutally taking out almost the entire hive, killing the eggs. After certain people were pulled into tunnels, you all were able to heroically and efficiently dispatch these creatures until you found the queen. The queen was furious, detaching herself from her egg sac. You all battled it out. Calico went down, poisoned. Raizok went down as well. But it doesn't matter. The finishing blow, thanks to Balerov's help and support, and to Raizok's powerful sword and might, the queen fell. And as she did so, you all were able to loot the room, and you found some valuable treasures. Some of you found things that were more useful to others. Some of you found things that were useful to you. And where we left off at this point is we are currently inside the dark parts, probably about 45 feet underground, the Ankheg hive, with the dead body and the egg sac lit on fire. What do you guys do?
I already kind of looted the room.
Yeah, we already looted the room, so...
Did Lydia loot the room?
Lydia did not loot the room. Should she loot the room?
Well, hell, why not?
Alright, so she's kind of standing around. Lydia's standing around aimlessly as you all are searching the room, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing, Lydia? Help us look for some stuff down here. She doesn't see anything. She got an 8. She's like, there's some really valuable soil that I could use for my garden back at home.
She's warming her hands on this, burning egg carcass.
Yeah, she's looking inside yeah. Alright, no, that's a natural 1. So, you guys are all chilling. You guys got some loot. I don't know who got what, but I know we all kept track of it somehow, right?
Yep.
So, go ahead, guys. So Lydia says, I can't seem to find anything else. I think you all have scoured the room, and it doesn't seem like much will be left here.
Alright, so let's leave.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk over kind of towards the entrance, and we can huddle up.
You guys are huddling up. Let's all roll me a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh shit! I don't have my dice. Hold on, bear back.
Got a 3.
23.
23. Jack, you got a 4. You got a 16. I just rolled for you. So So in Calico. Oh yeah, Calico. He got a 10. All right. So Calico inhales with his nose, his cat-like nostrils, and he I think the egg sac is starting to smell a little bit down here. Perhaps we should leave this place. And as he does so, you guys can hear and you hear the sizzling and popping sounds of popcorn, like as the eggs are exploding from the fire which the sack is on.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's head out. We can divvy up the loot afterwards.
I think is still trying to find his dice.
I got a 4. I mean, a 9. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. You guys are heading out. As you guys begin to make your way through the tunnel, you guys climb out to the surface you came in from. You don't have to, though. There are 4 other tunnels, and you guys can choose a different spot to exit from if you want. But all your stuff is in the tunnels you guys got from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll go back to where we made camp.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you guys
head back to camp, yeah.
I'm letting it out there. You guys are back at camp, and you see the blood of this giant Ankheg oozing out onto the grass as you guys make your way out. You each get out of the tunnel. I'm not going to make you roll for anything. It's pretty easy. Yeah. What do you guys do?
What time of day is it?
It's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going
Go back to bed.
Back to bed.
Whose watch was it? I don't even remember now.
It was mine, I think.
Oh, are you asking me, or are you just?
No, I was.
Balerov was on watch. Balerov was on watch.
Did you want to stay on watch?
I really need a long rest. I'm exhausted.
I'm not looking so good either.
Lydia looks to you, Raizok. She's like, hey, the man in the chainmail, the snout that can pout, over here and help me move this giant bug, please.
I do that.
Drop it down the hole.
Hey, drop it down the hole. All right, you guys pick it up. The carapace is heavy. I mean, this creature weighs a good amount, but you're able to. Together, you guys are strong enough to drag it. And she kind of like kicks it with her foot down this giant hole that they were put in, and kind of you hear a loud as a cracking hard sound against ground. It's heard. It's like, oh, thank you. Now I go to sleep. She gets inside her bedroll and goes to sleep. Calico goes to sleep as well.
No, I think Calico should go and watch.
Yeah, Calico, Balerov and I are kind of hurting here. Do you think you could take watch?
I do not mind taking watch. I think you all did take a heavy wounds in that battle. I will take watch here. I too need to rest, though, eventually.
Well, when we need to rest, go ahead and wake Lydia up.
Yeah.
Okay. Calico goes over to her with his cat paws, and he scratches her on the head, trying to wake her up awkwardly, not sure how to do it. And she wakes. She's like, "What are you doing?" She whaps her head. What are you doing? I need you to take watch. It is. I also suffered wounds. She says, "Oh my goodness, Balerov, do I have to take watch?"
I'm asleep.
She hear this
On the
like,
grass,
do
he
you
doesn't even
snore?
make it to his cot.
Balerov, do you snore?
No. I would assume yes, I do snore with a long ass trunk.
You got this big ass trunk here. It like lifts off the ground about like a 6 inches, and then it exhales and falls back down. She's like, "Oh, I guess I am taking watch then." Okay, everyone, take your time, get some rest. You guys, go ahead and hit that long rest button.
Yep.
And everyone, I want everyone to roll me like a. Who's got passive perception? Who's got pretty high? Let me see. Who's pretty high passive perception? I have all that information right here.
Powder level times 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to do a calculator on this app?
What are you doing? What are you talking about?
I figured out.
Okay. So, you guys wake up. Calico is the first to get up. Who else wants to get up early? Who's sleeping in?
I mean, are we hitting our long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
It's not really sleeping in. It's going to be what, like, Noonish.
Who's taking their time to get up? That's the question.
I'll go ahead and get up.
How long does
and
being
start-
poisoned last?
Oh, it was a minute.
Oh.
I like to go ahead and get up and start cooking rations.
Okay. So you get up. Calico gets up as well. What Calico is doing right now is he's praying to Bahamut for the day, and he's going to cast aid upon all of you. So everyone gets a maximum 5 hit points for the next 8 hours. All right.
Okay.
So he gets up and he says, Bahamut will bless us upon this day as the silver dragon will watch his white eye upon us. And you all get this little invigorating sensation throughout your body. And, yep. So, Balerov, you start cooking these rations. You bust out your rations. It's got some dried beef jerky and dried fruits and fruits and vegetables. And you start a small fire. You start to sizzle and hear the popping sounds of fats that are being poured out from the beef jerky and you eating your fruits. And Calico offers to help cook too. And Lydia gets up and she eats her dry rations as well. Raizok, what are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna be the last one that wakes up, but I'm kind of gonna wake up when I smell the cooking food, like kind of being towards done.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
So
go,
yeah,
that smells
Man,
pretty
a little-
good. You mind sharing?
I don't share. Only with Lydia.
Yes, fine. I'll make my own. I'll go make my own rations.
roll me a perception check, Balerov and Raizok.
Natural 1.
Gia Balerov.
I'm looking for my perception. A 3.
We are hungry in the morning, man.
I'm very.
Yeah, you guys are enjoying that food. It's still raining outside.
Uh-huh.
That's perceptible. You guys are really enjoying it, and as you guys are, you're just enjoying your food, man. You guys are really enjoying your food. So as time passes, you guys start to gather your bedrolls, and you pack up your belongings, and you continue to head further east inside the forest. But 1 second. Oh,
Probably like a super important NPC
Zach,
we just missed.
what number did you roll?
I rolled a 2, and I had +1 to perception.
I just rolled a 20 and a natural 1. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, now, as you guys are packing up your belongings, one of you, Balerov, very faintly,
What?
you hear very faintly, you hear a bush cracking, and some shuffling around in the bush towards up here. This general area.
And I tell them that I hear a bush cracking that's very odd.
I'm going to I'm gonna throw my hand axe into the bush without saying anything. I've had a long night. I have had a long night, and they should have called out to me if it's anyone who's.
roll the hit as you rear back as soon as he says it, you just flail it sideways, horizontally parallel to the ground.
15.
Roll for damage.
6.
You hear it from the bush. Ah! And then you see another person. Please don't hurt us! And you see 2 individuals that you recognize from before.
The
It
bandits?
looks like Daphne and Mack as they are inside the bush, following you guys.
I
Daphne
thought I told you to
Daphne
join
has-
us or get lost. What are you doing here?
Daphne has this mark on her arm that's bleeding. She's holding her arm up, and she has your axe. She says, "I think you dropped this." And
I
she
walk
kind of
over
pauses.
to it. I walk over to her and I rip it out.
And Max says, "We're so sorry. We thought about your offer."
I'm gonna go to try and bandage the wound.
Okay, roll me a medicine check.
5.
He bandaged the other arm by accident.
You know how when they do surgery and they have like the pen mark on you, this leg, and the big the big X on the other leg.
Exactly.
Balerov chuckles at Raizok and places a hand on her and
No, Balerov, I've got it.
We tried that once already.
Alright, so you give her back 6 hit points, Zach?
Yep.
Alright, so Balerov, you lay her hand, she feels a warm, tingling sensation as the wound kind of stops bleeding and the skin begins to kind of magically stitch itself back together. She looks up at you. It's 8-foot tall elephant man. She's like,
we haven't met before, have we?
Oh, you guys didn't meet. And she's like scared but thankful at the same time. Attitude is in her face, but her knees and legs say she's frightened. And so Max says, I'm so sorry to surprise you. We thought about your offer about helping us get stronger, and we weren't really doing much good with Jeremy and the Forgotten Sons, so we thought maybe we'd be safer with you guys.
Well, I don't know about safer, but there's certainly more action here.
We were following you. What does Shashanka say about this? She's still a lizard, as Calico says. But Max says we really want to get strong like you guys. We're tired of being hungry.
Good. That's what I like to hear. We found some additional help on the way, so I think we've really got ourselves a party going here now.
He looks over at the elephant man and the cat-like person, and he kind of walks towards you, not paying attention to his step, and he
falls into the hole.
He falls into the hole.
Yes, I reach out to try and catch him.
Tell me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Sleight of hand.
12. Oh, sleight of hand?
Yeah, do sleight of hand. We'll do a check.
12. It's doesn't matter. I don't have proficiency.
What'd you get?
12.
As he falls, he kind of like takes that one step forward. His body flies forward, and you actually see him walk into the hole with his right foot. His torso goes forward, and you manage to actually grab him by the neck and the torso of his leather collar shirt, and you pull him over, and he falls prone beside you.
Watch it, kid. We were attacked by some Ankhegs overnight. I don't know how solid any of this ground is, but we got 2 big holes there. Maybe start by being a little more perceptive.
There was a bush covered it up a little bit. I should have seen it.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to roll for to see what kind of how armed and armored they are.
You don't need to roll for that. You have a good passive perception, buddy. So what you're looking at from both of them is, unfortunately, they both have leather armor. Doesn't look like it's the most protective. It covers their sleeves about a little bit above the elbow, and their legs and their shins are protected by leather guards. But as far as weaponry, they are carrying really, really pathetically. Crossbows look like shit.
So
once again,
I thought we destroyed their crossbows.
Oh, did you guys? Oh, you did. You did destroy them. You did. Yeah, they don't have anything on them except for a small dagger.
Okay. I look at Raz, like I said, I guess these 2 can make up for the lizard people you guys keep talking about.
Yeah, they're gonna pop out someday. I don't. If I was a wizard, I'd fix this, but I don't know anything about magic, really.
At least you didn't get offended when I called them lizard people.
Calico kind of looks at you, Balerov. He goes, They are people. There was a. You know what? You'll see eventually. Yes. Max says. So where are we heading to again? What's the plan?
We've got to go see the volcano.
I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit.
I'm trying to find a fire giant.
Oh. We can take a fire giant, right?
Of course we can. Honestly, all of us together, 2 fire giants, though, probably will kill us. They would probably destroy us all.
I mean, we took on an Ankheg queen.
Yeah. But that's like comparing spiders to
Humans.
Antelope.
So Mac Daphne kind of says, she's like, "What's a Ankheg queen?"
No, I'm in the middle of my game.
you know what an Ankheg is, or no?
It's fine.
No, I don't actually. I've never seen one before.
Yeah. You ever seen like a giant spider looking thing? Thing's got claws the size of your head. And by the way, it's trying to take that head off of you.
That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Not at all. The queen's like 3 times that size.
Oh my god! And you guys killed one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we heard something last night. We've been following you guys for some time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, we really could have used a hand last night. It's too bad you guys didn't come forward earlier.
What you heard was Raizok screaming as he was being dragged around underground.
That was
Calico.
Calico looks away. He's like, "Yeah, Raizok was being dragged underground."
It's a good thing your fighting skills are better than your jokes, Balerov.
Matt kind of chuckles a little bit at that.
I would like to roll for intimidation.
So, alright, let's look at your stuff here. Let's look at your stuff. At least make you defensible.
What did you say, Zach? You want to roll for what now?
Intimidation and tell them there's nothing wrong with my jokes.
Okay, yeah, do it. Roll intimidation.
17.
He's like,
what
he's
should I
chuckling.
roll for this?
No, not you.
What
He's trying to intimidate Mac. He's intimidating Mac.
Hold on.
And
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
oh.
I need help. I need help.
Okay,
Take that. And take that.
This guy right here just had an accident. I don't know
like
what
he
it
spilled
was.
his popcorn.
Last week he was taking shits every 5 minutes. This time he's...
roll out this way. I can't.
Who did I get on our party here, bud? Who did I get?
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
What the best part is, Brian?
I can't even
You can hear. They can both hear everything we're saying.
How do I
Zach,
know?
headphones up to the TV.
This way.
Careful.
Nice job, Zach.
Are your jokes still funny?
See, you're good.
Oops, I stepped on your phone. Oh god, damn it. So,
Well, here, take that.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna inspect their equipment.
Yeah. So, like I said, leather armor,
Yeah.
dagger, and one of them has the handle of a broken crow.
This stuff you got here, it's shit. It's absolute shit. I don't even think. I take one of their knives, Max. I guess this guy is that Max.
That's Daphne. Yeah.
Daphne. Oh, okay. I'll take Max's knife.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go. Here, come with me. Come with me, both of you. So I'm gonna jump down in the hole
Okay.
and kind of beckon them. I'm gonna go down in this one, the one we threw the Ankheg in.
Are they coming with you? Are
Oh,
they
yeah.
following you?
Yeah, I told them to.
Okay. Oh,
So
hold on.
go back.
All right.
The
There they are.
So
Okay, let me go get you.
We're at this.
Yeah, because I went over back.
As you go down in here, Raizok, it's like it's a little smoky. Where you are already,
Oh,
it's a
really?
little bit of a fumes.
Oh,
Some fumes.
because of the fire thing we started.
Yeah, there's probably
Right,
there's some
right.
fumes.
Yeah.
Some
So I'm here. Come with me, and I'm gonna take their knife and I'm gonna try and stab it into the Ankheg.
Okay, roll to hit. Disadvantage.
Roll to hit though.
Yeah, roll to hit with disadvantage.
12.
You take that knife and you reverse grip it, try to carve into that back of that carapace, and bing, it kind of like part of the tip breaks off. It does go through though, but it breaks off. It shatters a little bit.
You see that? Barely went in, and now it's broken. That's shit equipment. Give me your knife.
I take Daphne's too.
Okay. She hands it to you, like shaking her hand out towards you.
I'm gonna stab it into the Ankheg too.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit with disadvantage again.
14.
Her knife is a little more robust, and it does manage to seem to make its way through the flesh of the Ankheg, but not without some resistance.
That was tough. I've been fighting a while. That was pretty tough to get in. I don't think you guys could have even scratched these things.
Says,
So,
let me try.
As soon as I said I
grabs
rolled
the
a
knife.
17, my chair snapped. I went flying backwards out of my chair.
No way.
So now I'm gonna drag my recliner in here. So it's gonna take me a minute.
She grabs the knife out of the Ankheg. She grabs the knife out of the Ankheg and stabs it as hard as she can forward, reverse gripping, mimicking every movement you made, best of her ability. And that knife breaks off at the handle, ka-ching! And she just looks at it like, it's because you used it first.
No, yeah, sure. I loosened it up for you. Here, take this.
So I'm gonna give. I have. Let's see. I have hand axes. I think I only have 2 though.
One each.
Yeah, but what if I want to throw something?
Do you have a bow?
Yeah. I do have a long bow.
Yeah, here, take this.
So I give you each one of them a hand axe.
Okay. Back, you there, bud? Oh,
No, he's not back.
Jordan. Hey, dude, what's up?
Hi.
Give me a few seconds. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give some studded leather armor to Max.
Mack. M-A-C-K.
Oh, okay, Mac.
All right, let me go ahead and change this up then. Mind looking up on your computer what the AC for the studded leather armor is?
12.
Is it on the D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Let me give that to Mac.
Yep.
It's going to be 12 plus 1.
So
13 pounds.
Nathaniel's not here again, huh?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
up for stuff.
So, Raizok, as you hand them these two things, they look at it, and each take a whack into the Ankheg. Together, they do it. Both of them hit, and they both seep in, and the blood kind of comes out on the blade. And they shake it off, and then you hand him the studded leather armor, and he kind of takes off his leather armor. He has his common clothes underneath, baggy ass clothes. It's on your leather armor. He goes, "This does feel like," he kind of hits him on the chest a little bit in his heart area. "This does feel a lot better. Thank you so much."
You're welcome, you're welcome. Welcome to the team.
All right,
Those swings look pretty decent, but I think you want to start with a swing like this.
And I kind of like teach him a little bit how to like swing the axes, whatever.
sure, we'll practice that. Use your hips. You say you have to put your hips into it a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Twist. You want to twist?
Oh, okay, well,
You don't want to
we'll be
use
sure
a lot
to
of
twist.
arms. You want to twist and use your core.
Okay, yeah, we'll practice that as we're traveling with you. Okay, so Jordan, real quick to let you in, you guys haven't divvied up loot. Everyone got a long rest, including you. You did cast aid, so you are missing the spell slot for aid. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, so you did cast aid. You guys have not divvied up any loot. And this morning, as you guys were packing everything up, one of the original bandits from the Forgotten Sons, 2 of them were actually stalking you guys. And in their stalking, they got close enough to where one of them made some rustle sounds in a bush, and they got caught. Raizok is now taking the opportunity to basically.
This was the band we ran into last time before we were dragged down, right?
Exactly. This is the band with Jeremy. Yep. 2 of them decided to actually follow you guys because they were convinced that it might be a good idea to be with you guys. Jeremy was not, but they decided to kind of abandon their Forgotten Sons. Mack and Daphne. Yep. Their names are Mack and Daphne. All right, Calico. So you're back here. Everyone needs to take out their ration for the day. If you guys haven't already. Calico, you haven't. I know you haven't. Raizok, you give the lad and the girl a push up to the top of the wall. You hang over the edge, and they hoist you up the best they can, rolling for that athletics. Oh, natural 20. A 6. So Daphne we'll make it not going to be sexist here. Daphne is able to have a good grip, and she bicep curls you up as you kind of take your dragonborn feet to the dirt. And Mac actually feels like he's straining a little bit too hard, and you're able to
use
catch
his
yourself.
leather armor yet. He kind of trips.
Yeah. You get back up to the surface, my man. I'm gonna regroup everybody. I know I railroaded that a little bit, but let's get everyone back together. Were you done in the tunnels?
Oh yeah.
Doc? Yeah. Okay. So Calico, you said a small prayer, and you gave everyone aid. And yeah. So what? So right before he went down the tunnels, Balerov, you wanted to do something. Back. Message him. Anyway, so Calico, it's you're up in the morning. You guys haven't divvied up loot. If you want to do that now, you guys can before you head out.
Yeah, let's do that. So, what'd you guys find in there? I'll show you what I got. I got this ring that seems to be, I don't know, pretty useless, but it looks cool. I don't know if anyone wants it. We can also split up. I got a lot of gold in a pouch. And so I'll kind of show them what I got.
Calico's getting online right now.
I found this necklace of adaptation.
What the hell
You
is
can
that?
breathe.
The hell do you adapt to?
The environment, of course. Gases, vapors,
Okay, cool.
poisons.
Can I try it on?
Be my guest.
I try it on, and I go over and I sniff Balerov.
Surprisingly, for being an elephant man, he's pretty. I mean, you smell his leathery skin, but it doesn't. He's either really well showered after traveling for 2 days, or you just aren't fazed by his scent.
Wow, it really does work. He smelled like shit a minute ago.
I take it back off and hand it back.
Calico, he gives it back to you.
I just pocket it when he hands it back.
I'll put it on.
No.
Babe, do you see my mouse anywhere?
Okay, before that, I'm going to see if Balerov wants
Where
it
is it?
or Lydia wants it. I'm going to wait till Balerov gets back, guys.
Oh.
Apologize. Start. Good start, though.
All right, so yeah, I got full scent. Like my food went everywhere, my water went everywhere.
Are you here now, though? You here now?
I am here now. I had to go get a different chair.
And now before, so what you missed was Raizok took Mack and Daphne down into the tunnel, and he showed them a little bit how to fight a little bit better. Hopefully, it'll improve some of their combat prowess. But before they did that, you wanted to intimidate, and why did you want to intimidate?
Just say my jokes were funny, and I rolled a 17.
Well, go ahead and roll. You roll 17. Zach,
Yeah.
rolled a 17.
Yeah.
So as right before he goes back in the tunnels, Zach is chuckling and he sees you give this look towards him. Your trunk kind of hits the ground. You kind of hit the ground with your trunk a little bit. He suddenly stops. He gets stone-faced serious. Straight up. You guys.
You sure you're
Oh,
not
now we're back out of the tunnel, and you guys are talking about loot right now.
I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
Oh, wait. Back.
What?
You guys are talking about loot right now, and Calico is talking about the necklace of adaptation.
Oh, I wasn't going to share anything about my loot.
It's fine. I'm saying he's sharing the necklace adaptation.
Oh.
And Raizok sniffed you, and he wasn't phased.
I really don't know anything about this necklace, so
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Explain what it does again.
Calico, what does it do?
Allows you to adapt to the environment. Poisons, gases.
Yeah, noxious fumes. Whatever it is that you're giving off all the time. It really seems to work. I didn't smell anything.
Lydia goes, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about.
Hey, did you find anything down in there while we were looking around?
Yes, I did, but that's my business.
Interesting. Very well.
Oh, as you guys, is that the end of the discussion?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Mack asked what the objective was, and you missed that. Raizok said he's going to go kill a fire giant. Did you want to explain why you're going to Hotenow or not?
Well, I'm not gonna kill him. I need his tongue. You know.
Right. So Mack,
I just say that I'm tracking a criminal.
oh, and Lydia interrupts. We're going after a guy named Terminus. And she just blurts it
You
out.
stop laughing at me?
We shouldn't crush it.
Dude, Zach, come on, man. Come on. Come on.
No, I'm just talking to Marissa. She's just walking around laughing at me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, oh yeah, you guys keep heading. You guys get your stuff together. You guys pack out. Yep.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yes. Zach,
All
our
right.
Faerun in danger.
What?
I said, tell our Faerun is in danger.
Well, no, you missed it. I guess you got here while I was gone, but I rolled for intimidation, and then as soon as I rolled for intimidation, my chair just shattered underneath me, and I went flying backwards, set my popcorn and water everywhere.
Oh, that's why the water fell. Okay.
Yeah, I went flying backwards across the room.
Oh yeah, so you guys.
So the
get
chair won
away.
that one.
No, I sure did one in that one.
He rolled a nat 1 on sitting down.
Yeah.
So you guys continue moving through the forest. It's thicker. It's a lot thicker. Now, give me 1 second so I can make sure I read my notes properly, everyone. 1 second. I could have done this while Zach was doing his thing. What was I thinking? All
I
right.
don't know. What were you thinking?
All right. So, what's the marching order, boys and girls? I need the marching order.
I will march in front.
What I have is a default marching order is Calico, Raizok, Inquisitor,
Oh,
and Lydia and the.
I'm gonna be kind of in the middle with Daphne and Mac.
I'll be behind Calico, and I'll be searching for traps while we're moving.
Behind Calico.
We're making our way back to Hotenow again, right?
Well, back is a strong word. We're making our way to Hotenow.
Well, that's what I mean.
So,
So we're back on
disperse.
track to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Calico's first. Okay, Balerov, you're behind him, right?
Yes.
Raizok, you're behind Inquisitor.
I'm behind Balerov, yeah.
All right, and then therefore, then you have Lydia behind you, and Mack and Daphne in the last line. Okay, Fantastic. So,
Let's say go
That's
ahead,
what
actually.
Well,
let's
Mack
say-
and Daphne are like side by side with me, unless it's like
I would-
super freaking thick.
yeah, that's actually a good point.
I have Lydia in the back.
I will show you guys what it's kind of looking like. It's you got yeah, you can be side by side. At certain points, it gets a little bit denser, but you guys are kind of like walking where Mack and Daphne are shoulder to shoulder, and Raizok, you're in front of both of them.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
So you guys are going through the forest. I need my Calico. I need you to roll me a perception check.
Perception. One moment.
Mm-hmm. As you're walking through at this point in time, the forest becomes a lot thicker. Light is starting to beam through where it looks like, sun rays are breaking through the trees and the leaves. There's a lot of shade and shadow. It almost looks as if evolutionarily, trees that aren't tall enough will not survive because they'll never get sunlight. That's how thick it is. Stuff. So
I rolled a 7, and as we walk, I mentioned this. This kind of reminds me a bit of home.
Oh, really? Where is it you're from, anyways? I never asked.
Well, you see, my home actually was destroyed by a dragon, but I'm from far away. We'll say that. But this dragon was brought down upon us by an evil lord who thought to take advantage of our hospitality to hide from said dragon.
So, this dense forest reminds you of a dragon slaying your village.
It does.
Interesting.
It's still raining too, right?
oh, it's raining, but not as hard as it was the day before.
Okay.
And I guess it's so thick overhead we might not even really know, right?
Again?
Is it thick enough where we're like, a lot of the rain isn't even really getting to us?
Probably not if no sun's getting through.
It's just drizzling. You get the heavy raindrops of the leaves
Right.
as it accumulates.
Yeah.
Every little bit, it hits you in the eyes. There's no thunderstorm or anything. It's starting to look like it's starting to get a little bit lighter. As you guys are going through Calico, even with a 7, because I roll like shit sometimes, you hear from the trees, you hear from the bushes to your left, and it's thick, heavy bushes. They're almost as tall as Balerov is, as there's different vines and moss growing around the floor as well. You hear the sound, you hear this, you hear... Taco, that's what you hear.
What was that? I kind of point off in the direction that I heard.
Okay.
I look. I listen.
Well, perception checks,
I perceive.
boys and girls.
I would like to roll for smell.
14.
Start off, I'll hit you with the smell one right now. It smells like woods. It smells like the thick shrubbery of woods. You get a few flowers in there every now and then. 14. Raizok, because of Calico pointing it out, you also can get advantage. You guys all need to roll initiative. As Raizok turns around to the left behind him, you all see what is, in fact, a shambling mound. It looks like a giant pile of large vegetation, grass and weeds intertwined, and 2 red eyes center around this massive body of this large creature. The giant maw that opens up. It could consume a whole person if they were in the right position. It looks as you look at it, Balerov, its red eyes peer off to you, and it goes, and it launches out from the tree that it's attached to. All right, let's roll initiative, guys.
12.
Natural one.
Guys, you're rolling like shit today.
No. I've got them all out, dude. It's on initiative. Like that's where I want to roll one.
That's true. That's true. Going last is never bad. All right, so we got a natural run plus what on Raizok?
+0.
Oh, okay, so 1.
Yeah.
All right, so Calico, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
Inquisitor, what'd you get?
12.
12. All right, and that is everyone. This creature again is this. Mack is actually first to go, and he looks at Raizok and he says, "What do I do? What do I do?" As he has the hand axe.
With the hips.
Swing. So Mack kind of walks up right towards its mouth with his inexperience, and he's going to attempt to hit this Shambling Mound.
Mack is a goner.
R.I.P. Mack.
He
Perfect,
comes up
dude.
and he
I
actually
knew we
connects.
needed some red shirts, dude.
Connects. He fucking connects,
Hell
but
yeah.
the axe doesn't seem to go all the way through, and the vines kind of entangle around it, and he pulls his hand out as hard as he
Oh,
can,
shit.
and he's kind of stuck there in that position.
Wait, he's got an axe now? Thought he had
As a hand axe. But you were taking a tumble, Mr. Tumbleweed. Someone here armed up his people a little bit.
I gave them both a hand axe, and I gave Mack some studded leather armor.
Okay.
Inquisitor, it's your turn. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Let me make sure I do everything correctly. Inquisitor, it's your turn.
I will move here.
Huh?
And I would like to point my shield at it to see if it's a demon or anything.
Oh, yeah. So roll a nature check. Shield doesn't seem to have any effect on this creature.
17.
This is a plant-based creature, and you know that it's pretty. It has, even though it's plant-based, it does not seem to have any issue dealing with fire. That's the most you know about these creatures.
Alright, then I would like to go ahead and attack it twice with my Warhammer.
Okay, go ahead and hit twice.
14 and a 6.
You swing as hard as you can. The first one, you go a little bit too hard, and it gets caught in the bushes, heating your blow, and it does hit, but it doesn't seem to hurt the creature. The second one, you just completely whiff as you try to swing too high. You're almost as tall as you're taller than the creature is probably when it's on all fours. Okay, that the end of your turn, Inquisitor?
Yes.
Okay, Lydia turns around. She says, "Don't you all know the best thing to deal with these is with an axe?" She takes her grand axe and she begins to try to swing on it. She now gets 2 attacks because she leveled up as well.
Max going, I'm trying.
I'm trying. She misses 2 with attacks, swinging in, and it does hit again, but as soon as it hits, the vines kind of encompass what would be a wound, and it doesn't seem to affect the creature. Calico, do something, man. Make up for the team. It's your turn, bud.
Dude, you better freaking you better hit us with that sweet spell, dude.
Here's what I do.
Yes, bless on Daphne and Mack.
Here's what I do. I see this,
Calico.
and I use bless on Mack and the what was the other guy?
Daphne.
Daphne, he actually does.
Daphne.
You fucking troll.
Because I feel bad for them.
Okay, you feel like you need to protect them, and you get one more person. You get up to 3 people. So who's the last person?
I get Raizok.
All right, Raizok, you got bless on you, my guy. Okay. Now, Calico, that's your action or a bonus action. I can't remember which.
That's my action.
Okay.
And end.
What was that?
I said that was my action. I ready my whip to the end.
Okay. You don't want to move or anything? Because you can't... Currently, your angle of vision on this creature is not very good. Remember, you heard the
Is
creature.
there
You didn't
like
see it.
a map of what this
Yeah, let's go
situation
down a little
looks
bit.
like?
Yeah, scroll
Oh,
down.
I see it now. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I like where I'm at. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. All right, so there you are. All right, now it's the Shambling Mound's turn. Go ahead and put a concentration on you, buddy. Bloop. There we go. Okay.
Don't you dare eat, man.
Okay.
But
Don't you fucking dare.
I don't think I can put the feet rest up.
Balerov, being the largest creature, Mack is able to dislodge his hand axe from this creature. Being the largest, the creature sees you as the biggest threat as well as the best possible dessert. It is going to attempt to attack you twice. 2 slam attacks from its arm-like vines. Oh, that's actually not bad. I got a 19 on one, and I got a 16 on the other. I know one of them hits you.
Yep.
Correct. So, the one slam attack is going to do... It rears back its body and then kind of flails its arm out. The first attack you're able to block with your shield. Second attack, unfortunately, is too fast, and you're going to take 13 bludgeoning damage. As the other creature.
I would like to intercept it.
It's on you.
Huh?
It's on you. He's attacking you.
Does this interception not work for me?
No, I don't think
Oh
so.
no, it hits target that is within 5 feet. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so
That
how
was
much? 13.
13 damage. Yes. Team bludgeoning. Onto you, bud.
All right.
I've seen people argue online that technically you are within 5 feet of yourself, but
Oh, fuck that
it's
nonsense.
definitely not how it works.
And Zach, I need you to make me an athletics check.
Athletics check.
Yep.
Well, I just kind of cut out really bad.
10.
What exactly did you guys do?
Oh, don't worry about it. The thing is just attacking Balerov.
Oh, okay.
I got a 10.
Zach, so the whip, the one that does hit you, the vines and the leaf and the roots of this creature wrap around your waist and they actually kind of grapple one of your arms down. You can't. You're grappled currently, and you can still hit it, but you're currently grappled by this creature.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke then.
Okay.
At a 2nd level spell slot.
Yeah, I'm going to use my reaction to use Protective Field on him as well.
And then get those numbers going for me, boys.
Yep.
So I
He has
protect
to make
him
a dex
from
saving throw.
4 damage. He took 4 less damage.
I got a dex save. I got a 11. I
Okay,
didn't make
it did not make it, and I got a 23 to hit.
23 damage.
23 to hit.
I don't hit. I don't hit with Hellish Rebuke. It's I make a save, and if I fail it, then you do damage. If I succeed, I do half damage.
Oh, so I don't roll to hit. Okay. So I got a 9, 3, and a 6.
Oh, 18? 18.
Yeah.
All
18.
right. And you point your finger out on the vines, and you point it. You say some hellish slur inside whatever language you speak. I don't know what
Locks
language
it
it
on.
is.
So I would just make a guttural noise from my trunk, probably.
And and then poof, the creature's arm on the other side of its body begins to ignite with flame, and it sizzles out. The creature seems to be in a little bit of pain from that. Raizok, how much damage did you reduce for his? You take 4 less damage from that 13, so 9
I add
damage.
myself. Just heal myself for 4.
Daphne is terrified of this creature, and she's actually going to kind of move this way, and then she's going to say to Balerov, she says, "Let me die!" And she runs in to attack the creature.
What'd she say?
Let me die!
Let me die.
Don't let me die.
Don't let me die. I was like, what is she
Don't let me
suicidal?
die. Oh, okay.
No, they're the only smart ones.
She goes in and does not swing from the hips. She rolls a 7 plus 3. Misses. All right, so Raizok,
Nice.
the nat 1. It's your turn, buddy.
Let me
Everyone's really
let me
cool.
show you how it's done. I'm gonna grab Hugh for this.
Okay. You have to get kind of like right here because the bush line is blocking this side.
How high is this?
This is almost as tall as Calico, so it's like 5 to 6 feet.
Yeah,
Calico's tall.
I'm gonna jump over that shit.
All right, go for it.
So I have
Wants to use his psionic jump, his psionic leap. He wants to get that little spring in his step. Then Mac is after this.
So I clear it pretty easy.
Dude,
So
what do you
I'm
have to
gonna
do?
kinda
Can you explain that to me?
Okay, when I make a high or long jump, I can extend the distance a number of feet equal to 6 plus twice the result of my psionic die. So I rolled a
6.
2, so I get 4 plus 6 is 10 feet. So I jump 10 feet.
Okay. So go ahead and move your character in that spot where you want to get him to over that bush. But Calico and Balerov, your back is to him. You don't really see it, but you hear
Well,
Raizok.
I'm jumping right over him. I'm like jumping to like
Okay.
here. But like I'm going, I'm like clearing.
Whoa,
it.
you going 10 feet, my guy.
Well, plus a regular jump. What the hell is jump?
It would be your strength. A standing still jump is just a strength modifier, and feet added to something. I forget.
I don't.
Got it right here. Fine, you make it there. Doesn't matter. I'll look it up later.
All right.
But anyway, so yeah, you walk yourself over
That's
Balerov.
shorter. Yeah, I'm leaving here. Yeah.
Sure. It's 3. It's equal to 3 plus your strength mod. If you're not running. Anyways, you make it there.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, so I just freaking jump over, and I want to attack it once on the way over it.
Okay.
So, do I need to make like
Yeah, I'm gonna call for like an athletics check.
All right. I am going to use my advantage from my ring, and I got a 12.
On the way down, as you're landing from that jump, you manage to connect with your hit. If you do hit, so you have to roll to hit him still. Yeah.
23.
So you jump over this creature, and you actually manage to clip some of its vines. And these vines you manage to hit seem to be more like veins to the creature, as some greenish, blackish ooze comes out of it. This time, it actually looks like it's hurt.
Nice. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then when I land, I'm going to attack it again.
Also had bless on that jump, by the way. But
oh, true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You're good. You're good. And then you land attack again.
Not attack rolls, right? Do I get it on attack rolls?
Get attack rolls too.
Oh, sweet.
D4.
20.
20 does hit.
Sweet. 14 damage again.
Woo, buddy. All right.
And
So
then
you just
I am going to action surge.
go for it.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go. From the hips. From the hips. So I just start going wild on this thing.
All your other two attacks
yeah, I
in
hit again.
succession.
14 damage.
Another 14?
Oh, yeah.
That's only a D8 plus. Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
It's a D10 and it's max damage. 14.
Alright. So, Calico, as you're kind of watching this, Raizok kind of takes one hand, pulls out Hugh, launches his body by pushing his other hand down. You see a little bit of a purple ring kind of form from the back of his hand. He flies over this bush, and as he does so on the way down, he brings Hugh on top of this creature. He hits it 2 more times, slashing into these veins. The third attack, the creature kind of feels the pain and looks directly at you. As the final attack comes in, you miss. You seem to pass through its maw.
Oh, I also forgot to do my kinetic damage, so add 5 damage for that for the first hit.
Miss your trigger, bud. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fair.
Mac sees you do all this, and he's a little inspired.
Ooh, yeah.
And then you said, do it like this. So Mac is going to jump up in the air and come down with a swinging hand axe attack.
Hell yeah.
Got a 19 on the jump.
Hell yeah. Advantage on that attack roll.
I gave it to him. I rolled twice. I got 10 and 6. He still misses.
Damn.
So he jumps up, and the creature, as it turns towards you, it seems to move its body that he was aiming for out of its way. All right, Inquisitor, it's your turn. Sorry for that. Sorry for the wait, bud. It's your turn, Inquisitor.
Really fine. Am I still grappled?
Yes, you are. You need to try to make a athletics check to get out of it.
So I didn't burn his arm off. It was.
This is his other arm. His other arm is. And again, like I said, from your nature check, he can handle fire damage pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Actually, really well.
So I have to do a strength check in order to.
Athletics check. Athletics.
Athletics, not strength.
It's the same thing.
Oh, is it?
In fact, athletics, if you're proficient, you get a bonus with your proficiency.
Oh.
I'm doing you a favor with that.
I'm not proficient, so doesn't matter. I got a 17.
This time, as you have your warhammer in one hand and the shield in the other, you're kind of pushed down against the arm, kind of like a wrestler does, and you're able to unravel these vines with a good chunk of might. You can take your turn as normal. That's a good number. You rolled high.
Okay, then I will go ahead and swing twice with my warhammer.
Okay, go ahead and hit twice.
17 and 18.
Roll for damage on both.
Awesome. 9 and 5. 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay, so you are able to come down upon this creature with your warhammer, whack, whack, and similar to Raizok's attacks, you see the weaknesses and you understand that some of the vines are a little bit thicker than others, and they look like veins to this creature. And as you hit them, it kind of forms them from impact, and it, basically ooze begins to kind of come out from those wounds a little bit. All right, Inquisitor, that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Lydia's like, I'm gonna fuck this thing up as she recklessly attacks against this creature. Nice. At 20. And this is the same time. So she gets 2d12s plus her strength modifier. Which is 3. 13 damage. Did not roll too well there, but still good. Okay. That is the end of her turn. Calico, it's your turn, bud.
So I move forwards. Let's see. These are all 5.
What?
These bases are all 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
I move in, and I use Spirit Guardians.
Dude, what are you... Jordan, you can't move on top of another creature.
Oh, my bad. You're right. That's not what I was trying to move. I was trying to move.
Move there again!
You don't want to stop moving stuff, and I'll move my guy.
I'm not moving anything. I literally stopped moving them, and then you move them there a second time. Okay.
I literally didn't move my guy.
Not moving him at all. So go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Actually, I take that back. I don't use Spirit Guardians because that's another concentration spell. I use Guiding Bolt.
Okay. I think you have to roll to hit, right?
Yes.
Indeed, an attack.
Come on.
Then you're 4d6 radiant damage.
What?
Having some technical difficulties, Jordan?
Yes. Come on.
Hit!
Sorry.
Full damage. No problem.
does a D20 of damage. Woo!
Oh, that's not the damage. It was lagging. It didn't show me the first roll.
I know, Jordan. I know. I understand.
I wish it was D20 damage.
Woo! Actually, you probably don't if you're doing 46.
Doing 46 damage, Jordan. 46.
46 is more than
12 damage.
Okay. And the next creature has an advantage on the attack roll from the glimmering light.
Yes.
Calico, you hold out your eye Bahamut and you say a small prayer to Bahamut to smite this creature. And from the eye Bahamut through your arm, this spiraling greenish violet energy just and hits against this creature and it sparkles. You also see the creature fly out in pain as it takes quite a bit of damage. It's looking pretty beat up. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Calico?
That's the end.
All right. Well, let's make this interesting. Turns to Lydia, who cleaved into her from the back, and he's going to make an attack on her. And both attacks are at advantage. He's going to make both attacks against her. That definitely hits. That's 18 plus 7. That also hits. That's 16 plus 7. So we're going to make shit interesting. And that was 5. Creature turns to Lydia, takes both of his vines, horizontally strikes across her. She gets wrapped up, taking the damage of a bit. And it's 12, 11, 3 plus 6, 27 damage. So Lydia takes 27 damage. She falls unconscious at the creature.
Oof. Oh, the creature does.
Yeah, she didn't get... No, she falls unconscious.
Oh, okay.
As she falls unconscious, the creature picks her up and puts her in his mouth as he begins to kind of lift her and puts her full body into his giant maw. She is now engulfed. Now, the creature is medium or smaller, is grappled by it after both attacks. Creature's engulfed, blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe, and it must succeed a con save where it takes 13 damage each round. She is making death saves, so it will count as immediate failure against her. Yep.
Yeah, she
And
does
that's it.
get a +2 to any save because she's close enough to me.
Oh, that's right. I rolled a 6. It wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
So yeah, she's grappled and she's now inside the creature. You guys see her get completely swallowed as she falls down from this creature, and yeah, it's she's in there. It's now Daphne's turn. Daphne's mortified by this. I roll a wisdom save to see if she runs away or not.
Is he supposed to be so close to us? Did you move him? Oh, there we go.
I turned him around. Yeah, he's like that.
Okay.
Daphne runs away and throws her hand axe. Attack of opportunity on Daphne. Hits. Daphne falls unconscious. Daphne falls down as she tries to run away. Doesn't have a lot of health. Raizok, it's your turn.
A little annoyed by the fact that we're in a forest and this is a plant and it's destroying my friends. I attack. With you again.
Okay. Axe vibrates in your hand like a shake weight as you bring it down upon your enemy.
21.
That hits. Roll your other attack as well.
Ooh.
The natural one.
13.
That misses.
Yeah, figured.
But you
So
still hit with the
14
first one, so do your damage.
And 15,
Much damage?
15 damage.
15. And that's because you have Hue, which does max damage against plants, I think. Oh, you sly dog. Alright, Raizok, is that the end of your turn?
Forests!
You see this creature begin to crumble under the might of Hugh as its vines begin to separate and not weave back together. You're making large wounds into its body. It's Mack's turn. Mack is like, "Oh my god!" as he sees her get engulfed, and he's going to try to attack it. Bless. Come on, man. From the hips.
Nice.
That is a hit. Meter beat, baby. 9 plus 3 plus 3 again. That's up.
Alright, how much damage does it do?
Max damage, baby. 7 damage.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
Mack is like, he's like, "Give her back!" as he cleaves into her and tries to chop to get her out of there. All right, Inquisitor, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and cast Inflict Wounds on it.
Okay.
It was a 16 to hit.
That hits. And roll that damage.
8 0? Oh no, it's a 10. Oh, that's
18.
Okay, so and another 6.
Zach, how do you want to kill this creature?
I would like to just place my hand on it and watch it just rot and fall apart.
That is exactly what happens, dude. It looks like a plant has serious necrosis on all of its, on all the vines and leaves as it begins to wither up and kind of contract into this paralyzed position, and then it turns brown and just kind of falls to the ground in dust. Lydia, who's unconscious on the ground, her arm across her chest, and her legs kind of twisted up a little bit from the impact of the fall, is still unconscious as she falls to the ground. And so is Daphne. Daphne's also unconscious.
Yeah, I run over to Daphne.
Now, how do I stabilize people again?
Oh, hold on, Calico. You're also in this too. Calico, do you want to try to stabilize people?
I push my way forwards and say, "Out of the way," and I prayer of healing on them.
Prayer of Healing's 10 minutes long. It's a 10-minute long spell.
Oh, damn, you're right. It is.
They're dying, man.
No, he
Their
didn't.
prayers are worthless.
No, stop.
In that
They
case,
do
cure
count.
wounds
On both of them, or just Lydia?
on both.
Okay, roll those d8s and use those spell slots.
He's baiting you into wasting spell slots.
Oh, he's good. He's fine. Oh, wait. D4.
I don't think we have any.
Whoa, dude. Clutch.
You full healing?
Taco, what's the health? It's 1d8 plus your cleric level.
They get 6 health.
Both of them do?
Yes.
Okay, and
is always just like walking around doing something.
he's good. He's good. Okay, so Lydia comes to as you touch her on her wound where she got wrapped up. You see these like lacerations from these vines, and the lacerations start to fade away. She comes to, she's like, "Oh!" And she grabs onto you, Calico, with both her arms. She's like, "I was eaten! I was fucking eaten!" and Calico, you know that Daphne also needs your help. You kind of don't waste any time on her, or are you gonna like try to calm her down?
I just go easy. We've dealt with it.
All right.
And then I move on to the other one.
Okay, and she gets back 6 health, and she comes back to. There's this big laceration on her back. The leather armor didn't seem to. I mean, it was like a bludgeoning hit, knocked her out cold on her spinal column. You're able to kind of seep the bones that would have been damaged from her back to normal, and they both get up. And Daphne's like goes up to Max. She's like, "Are we sure we made the right choice? We almost died." and Lydia goes, "Bitch, I was eaten."
Yeah, well, imagine if we hadn't been around and you encountered one of these things.
I would like to.
The world is a dangerous place.
I would like to lay on hands 9 healing on her.
Lydia.
Yeah, for 9. Oh,
I'm gonna try and kind of inspect the body of this creature and kind of maybe try and find like a central point of where its animation was coming from.
a weakness.
Yeah, well, I'll get to that in just a second. As you lay on hands, Lydia Balerov says, she's whispering this to you. She says, Balerov, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue if we find things like this. I almost died, and I'm not a werebear anymore.
Now, did I tell her to continue with me, or I was going to turn her in?
Yeah, did you? But she almost got eaten, dude. Traumatic experience.
Tail is better than dead.
Well, she would be killed anyways.
Oh.
She's a murderer.
Balerov, what do you say? That's what she says. I can't. This is tough. I mean, look what we've been through in the past 2 days since we've been traveling together.
You promised to come with me. If you back out, I'll have to slay you where you stand. I don't have time to take you back to the church.
It's pretty good convincing. I will carry on, but we do need to get these wounds healed. Oh, dude, that was beautiful. You want to? Advantage. You did it. All right. No, you're good.
I have advantage on persuasion anyways. I got a 23.
You did it. She's persuaded. It's like, I will continue. I mean, yeah. Now, Raizok, what are you looking for here, bud?
I'm looking for like a central point that somebody would have used to animate this creature. Like a rune stone or like maybe some kind of object that its zombification was coming from.
Sure. Roll me a nature check.
Wait, I thought it wasn't dead.
Roll me an Arcana check.
21.
So, Shambling Mounds, you don't know what it is very much as well, you know a little bit about it. You know that they wander the forest sometimes looking for people that stumble into the woods. Well, they're actually just creatures. They don't really have a summoner or a type of creator. They are just made by natural vegetation occurring in the forest that they sometimes do grow by engulfing other plant life at first, and then they eventually become full size where they start to feast upon flesh. They're predators in the woods.
Yeah. Do I find anything in this thing do I find anything that it's eaten that might be useful? Or?
I mean, go ahead and roll me an investigation check first before I say no.
15.
If I want you to roll me a medicine check.
15.
15. This, as you look inside of the sack that Lydia was, it was burnt to ash. There doesn't seem to be any recoverable gold or anything from this creature. Balerov, roll me a medicine check, and Calico, you do as well.
11.
Calico, what's your medicine check?
I'm checking right now. 1 sec. 11.
Wow. With the medicine check, from your knowledge of Shambling Mounds, you know that their final composition is resistant to lightning damage, and certain parts of their blood can actually be used to forge into lightning-resistant potions that last for 1 hour.
Didn't you say it just bursts into dust?
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Didn't you say this thing bursts into dust?
Yeah, it's like it decayed into crumbled plant matter, but you could still find blood on the ground from where Raizok was cleaving into it. There's puddles of blackish
black
goo.
Stuff, yeah. There's still some on my axe too.
I mention its usefulness to Raizok.
I chuckle and I clean my axe off on the ground.
He's already resistant to lightning damage. He doesn't give a shit. Balerov, you know this too.
I don't have much. I don't think I can make anything like that. So
Just know you can do it. I mean, you can store it for now, and someone
then
might too.
I'll take them and I'll store them. Then do I need any special kind of container? Because I don't have anything like
You
that.
need some sort of vial or plastic, something that can hold and like a vial that you can close. Yeah.
I don't have anything to hold it with.
Neither does Lydia, unfortunately.
I didn't grab anything like. I only grabbed one item when I was at the store. So before I joined the session. I mean, not the session, but
Campaign. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any vials on you?
I do not.
Right. And you guys know that if you see one in the future, you can make lightning resistance potions from its blood.
I have a vial, but I'm not kidding.
You're done, bud. You already gave your answer. All right.
Sorry,
You guys move on.
could I ask if anyone has vials then?
You can.
Yeah, you ask. You can say you asked Calico.
Does anyone
Sure.
have vials that I can take some of this blood?
What the hell for?
I know I can have it used to make potions of lightning resistance, and I will pay either of you for your vials.
How about this? How about you tell me what you found down in that cave, and I'll hand this vial over.
I actually found potions of resistance,
Resistance to what?
radiant and acid.
All right. Do you want any of those more or less than lightning?
I would possibly give you the radiant resistance if.
Very well. I hand him a vial.
Okay. Takes it. What do you scoop up some blood on the ground. It's got some mulch and some dirt in there, but it's definitely still usable. And you cork it up. You get a small corking. You need to add a vial.
I give him the potion of radiant resistance.
Thanks. Good. I'm glad we could come to an understanding here.
And then I take my torch. Is
I can put it in the
what
chat
time?
for you.
What time is it?
The time right now. You guys have been traveling. You're now on mile. Let's see, when I left off, you guys are on mile 64. So it's probably about 8 o'clock. Say 3 o'clock.
3?
3
Oh,
o'clock.
okay.
The afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys could keep moving forward if you wanted to.
That is what I will choose to do.
As you guys are continuing to head east to the woods, again, it's thick. The pathways are narrow. Balerov is same marching order as before. You guys find another Shambling Mound. No, I'm just fucking with you. Would be something though, right? So you start to notice that the sky is starting to become gray. It's no longer raining where you are. It is now, the rain has lightened up. At least if it is raining, there's too much tall trees to notice. And more importantly, you guys look up, and I need survival checks. Every person here.
Oh, 4.
Survival, you say.
Am I still blessed?
No one's blessed at this point. It's only a minute. You guys been
12.
walking for at least an hour.
I got 17.
Dang.
Put your numbers in the chat for me, boys and girls.
I can't. I don't have my head in my
Okay, what'd you get, Zach?
17.
Balerov, you're the only one that rolled high enough. You know that the clouds above you are not green clouds. They are, in fact, ash clouds. And you get the sense that you are very close to what could be Mount Hotenow. In that knowledge, Raizok points out the idea in his mind that you should start heading towards this direction, and he points to the right. But you know that you're going in the right way. Balerov?
Listen.
I
I think we should head this direction. What do you guys think?
I tell them that I've been in this area before, and I know the mountain is in this direction.
Oh, why didn't you just say you've been here before? That's fine. Let's go.
You guys continue heading towards the path you are that Balerov is following the ash clouds. If you guys had not rolled well, ooh, buddy! Ooh, buddy boy! 2 chimeras are waiting for y'all's party. Anyways, but no. So you guys actually start to notice it gets dark. You guys are at mile 70. You know that it's 80 miles to get to Hotenow. It's starting to get a little dark. The forest is going to lighten up. You can smell ash in the air, and you can feel the heat kind of raising up in temperature as you get closer towards Hotenow.
I'm going to take my water skin and cut a piece of cloth off of some of my clothes and dab it in the water and then kind of wrap that around my face.
Okay.
And I'm going to teach Daphne and Mack how to do that too.
Do the same thing you do. They imitate your entire person, and they imitate your person.
Cool.
Do exactly. They mimic you. They have a bandana with a little wet sensation around it. Bucko, what are you doing, buddy? You're leading the herd right now. You're leading the herd.
I just say we must be getting close.
I'm going to look again for any signs of giant footprints or, openings wide enough that looks like giants can be around.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
I would also like to look for this type of thing.
15.
Roll me a perception check, Calico.
9.
He said 9.
Okay. With a 9, Calico, you actually see some unique-looking birds and some other animals that are climbing along the trees, but nothing that sticks out as giants or anything larger than that, larger than a humanoid. Raizok, as you are looking off in the distance, you do see an opening where you are. It doesn't look like a giant made it. Could have been at one point, from your understanding. Roll me a nature check to see what you might think it is. Or survival, whichever is better for you.
16.
You understand that this could be one of 3 creatures. A dragon, a treant, a treant, or a herd of giant apes.
Okay. I mentioned that to the party. And I'm kind of like, hey, you see that big hole over there? Looks maybe like some sort of cave entrance. Listen, it looks a little too small for a giant. At least not the kind of proportions I want to be seeing, but it looks like it could be. Yeah, what?
It's not a cave entrance. It's more like it's like a gorilla den. Like the leaves are pushed out of the way, the trees are moved aside, and something large has been resting here.
But it looks like something definitely lives there. Something pretty big. You guys want to check it out?
Sure.
Sure.
Calico?
I said sure.
I can barely hear you, dude. I don't understand why you're in and out.
I don't either.
Right-click his name.
Let me come
Discord. Right-click his name on Discord. It should come up with a user volume.
Jordan, what did you say, bud?
I agreed with Raizok.
Yeah.
I hear him now. I hear him perfectly now. That's weird. Okay,
I don't
you
know what
guys.
to tell you.
Oh, I don't know. It was me, I guess. So you guys head on that direction.
Well, I ask Lydia, Daphne, and Mack what they think first.
That's a good point. I totally forgot about them right there.
You guys
Lydia,
are part of the party too. What do you think?
Our office, you say okay to his suggestion. Lydia grabs you on the shoulder as you're walking forward, and she says, You get this look in her eye where she does not want to go. She wants to continue to Hotenow to find where you guys came for. She's scared, is what she is. She doesn't want to deal with anything that could be very dangerous. And Daphne and Mack just follow Raizok. They're like, where else are we gonna go? Like we just watched a girl get eaten. We're not gonna go anywhere from you.
Noted. And we head out towards the.
Oh, Ralph, what do you say to Lydia?
She doesn't want to go in, but everyone else does, or
She's just afraid and she's kind of tired of getting beat up, I think. I'm going to mention to her that, yeah, but if we ignore it, what if whatever's in there comes and hunts us down later?
Roll me an intimidation check.
12.
I just convinced her that she's going to have to go no matter.
Oh, no, I know. She's trying to convince you, Zach. She's trying to say she doesn't want to. But with that logic, Raizok, she goes, that's actually a pretty good point. We might as well go towards the lion's den and be ready.
At least check it out. At least check it out.
I agree. So you guys make your way over to this opening.
When she expresses her disagreement, I say, I tell you what, Lydia, I'll give you this greater potion of healing, considering you just got saved from death.
She looks at you, she says, that would make me feel a lot more comfortable out there.
I give it to her.
Thank you so much, Calico. I appreciate it. She grabs it from the Paul hand that you hand out. All right, so I will add that to her inventory. All right, so Lydia, you guys make your way over there. And let me just make this quick note that she has this potion of healing real fast. Everyone, hold on 1 second.
How do I remove this from the...
You gotta go to edit character. You gotta go to edit.
No, you don't. In the inventory, just tap the right-hand side of the where its name is. Just tap all the way on the right where a number would be, and you just press -1.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
You guys make your way towards this opening. Through the thicket, it's pretty heavy. Raizok is taking you, chopping through the trees. And as you guys enter inside this giant mound, it looks like it's probably 20 feet wide. The diameter is 20 feet. And notice, everyone roll me investigation checks. Who's inspecting it? What are you guys doing here? Who's doing what? So what you're looking at is an opening.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm really trying to see
I'll check it out, too.
what creature I think it is that made this opening. Is it home?
All right, roll me investigation checks.
I rolled a net 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Roll.
But it was I get +3, so it's 23.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, I'm gonna take each of you in the chat individually. Hold on. All right, Ryan, you're next.
Hey,
And what did you get?
14.
14. With a 14, with your investigation, you notice that the bushes and how it's dispersed around, and the trees that have been moved aside are markings on the trees are up high. So something tall was here. Something tall. Okay, that's what you notice.
Okay.
All right, last person on the list. right, so go ahead, guys. That's what you all notice individually.
I speak up and
I'll speak
place
up
my-
first, though. I'll speak up first. Looks like something tall. What do you guys think?
It's definitely not a dragon.
That's good to know.
I place my hand on the ground and I say, "This is definitely the work of Treants."
Ah, treants. What the hell is that?
They're creatures of the wood, basically. They're walking, talking trees, per se.
Ah,
Calico, roll me a nature check.
One moment.
Someone tell me what he rolled. Someone tell me what he rolls, because I can't hear him very well for some reason.
18.
18.
Calico, if you can hear me, you know that Treants are usually from your village has actually come across them before in your backstory. They actually protected your area too, but they were not strong enough for the dragon that attacked your village. But they're usually chaotic good, and they are often found around small villages of on unique races such as hobbits, halflings, and tabaxi, and including frog creatures that Zach made a character out of, toad people. So that's what you know, okay? So you can
Likely these creatures are not a threat to us. We had them back at home before the forest was destroyed. They're no match for a dragon, but if we stay out of their way, we should be fine.
So it's a walking tree.
Basically.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a friendly thing to me. Something I just don't like about it.
As soon as you say that, Raizok, a giant twig hand grabs the edge of the tree and goes, "What is not nice about us, you say?
I'm
Why
gonna
do you take us?"
I'm gonna brandish my axe. I'm just gonna pull it out. I'm just kind of like ready if it tries to crush us or something.
Ooh, and it takes one large step backwards. First thing you do towards a new person you meet is brandish a weapon.
You surprised me. You surprised me. I apologize.
Technically, you did the same thing to me.
As you all look up at this giant creature, at this point you see Mack. He has a little bit of a wet spot in the middle of his pants, and he basically pissed his ass. And Calico, you're happy to see them. You know they're pretty good fortune. And Raizok, you guys are looking up at like a 27-foot tall tree. It's huge. It's very tall. It has like a crown-like head. It has 4 different spikes at the top. It doesn't really have a beard per se, but if the twigs were to make a certain bush figure around its face, that would be it. It almost looks like a bird nest hanging off its chin. And its long arms and legs. That's what it says.
I put my hand out in front of Lydia and tell her not to unsheath her weapon, that he respects the Treants greatly.
She almost grabs her great axe as you do this, but then hesitates.
I step forwards and kind of, wave them to put their weapons away and go, now, don't be hasty. It's just a Treant. My name is Calico.
My name is Toboth.
Oh, great, Toboth. We are but traveling through on our way to Hotenow. There wouldn't happen to be any dangers around here. They're getting anxious, you see.
Me and my herd migrated towards the northwest, heading over towards Raven, whatever it's called. That's inside Thunder Tree. Whatever. It's a town in the northwest. Anyway, we evacuated because of the giants that have been looming through. We are no match for their might.
Giants.
He kind of turns and says, he kind of like looks down sad at certain parts of the ground, and you guys finally notice that one part is particularly scorched, as you can suspect there's a Treant at one point.
I inspect the scorched thing.
Scorched body, sure.
They did this, and I point at the scorched part.
That was Newfall. Newfall was my friend. I was left here mourning, and I saw you with the Hugh. And he knows what Hugh is. And he's like, you with Hugh and the others, and I got scared. Well, I concealed my presence from each of you.
Makes sense. It's best to be safe around here, but don't let me scare you. And you seem like a decent sort of foliage. So I put my axe away. Now you said something about giants. And this guy, he looks like he's pretty scorched. Can I assume fire giants?
Oh, they come from Hotenow, mountain that spills lava to this moment at which I speak. They not care for us, not like the hill giants in the northwest. They respect as long as we don't bother them. Fire giants came with large axes and fire upon their eyes. It took us down. This did our best, but we are, like I said, no match for their might.
I am sorry to hear of your friend's fate. Perhaps together we could rid these parts of the fire giants and make it safe once again.
Yes, together we can do
Roll
that.
me, Alico, roll me persuasion check with advantage from Raizok's help. And
Wait.
go ahead, roll.
With advantage, you say?
Yeah, with advantage, I say.
15.
Lydia.
He looks at you guys and he says,
Wow.
I must return to my herd of friends, my herd of Treants. But for the time being, I do wish each of you luck. And he's going to reach down to the ground with his massive twig-like hand. It's going to ravel, and he kind of digs into the dirt. As you see vines kind of caress and kind of interweave in the ground, oscillating between the exposure of earth to the air. As each of you start to see these tree-like twigs wrap around your legs and crawl up your arms, every single person here gets +1 AC the next 24 hours. As the wood is kind of like is making you all a little more fortitude.
I understand. What was his name again?
Toboth.
Hobath. I understand your hesitation. Go in peace.
And he says,
Typical foliage tree thingamajig. It's just trying to, abide. Just wants to live, exist, or whatever.
I hear what you say this, but he just walks away. Each footstep.
Go and weather the storm, buddy. We'll take care of it.
I kind of lightly smack Raizok on the back of the head and say, "Stop insulting people you don't know."
I know him well enough.
Okay, I'm gonna get some water here, guys. Give me 1 second.
All right, bathroom break
How
then.
do I add the...
Oh, Jordan, no
See
problem,
to
dude. Yeah, no worries, dude. In the app, all you do is you go to
Do I just
go
hit that
to-
little plus sign?
so, like on your character where you have the double swords crossing each other in an X.
One.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
You see the word conditions?
Yes.
The plus sign on the right side of that. Go to
Okay.
Go to category bonus. Then you should be able to see armor class, and then just do +1.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Bathroom break too,
Got
guys. I gotta take a leak. I gotta say, dude, Sean and Nathan are missing out right now. Y'all have had one hell of a adventure getting to this fucking mountain.
We're
I
still
agree.
not there yet.
You're still
But
not.
damn
there.
it, we're on the right track now. We know there's fire giants.
Oh, there's fire giants.
I'm looking for a specific one, aren't I?
Dang. I just thought of something that I should have asked Hothon or whatever his name is for my character, but it's okay. Had to do with my backstory, but it's alright.
All right.
Oh!
Is everyone else back?
I'm here.
All right. You missing Zach still?
No, I'm here. Hold on.
Oh, I guess he's
Okay,
here.
so Calico. No, actually not just Calico. Treant walks away. You guys finish up this discussion and moving forward. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to put my feet on it now.
Okay, Raizok. Since you're really determined to figure out this fire giant thing, roll me a. If you can uncover any new information, let's see.
Who?
Roll me. I don't want to just do straight intelligence because that'd be lame. Roll me an insight check.
Who?
Raizok.
14?
Can I roll an insight check?
Insight?
That's Raizok. What was it?
14?
14's pretty good. You understand from the words of the Treant. He said, my herd left due to fire giants. There was a plural on that. So you can assume with a 14 that there is the possibility of more than one.
Interesting. Good to know.
You can do what you want with that information.
Yeah. I remember earlier when I was saying, like, I think we could take one fire giant, but maybe not two. Sounds like there might be more than one. So,
Mack and Daphne stop moving. They stop walking towards you with you guys.
Mac, Daphne, what are you guys doing? I think we could still take two. I think two we could take. I don't know about three though.
Did they say anything? Did they do anything?
Oh, they're like shocked for a second. They go, yeah, no, we did some good work with that Shambling Mound back there. I think
you did. We all did. We did our part. We took that thing out.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Something like crossbows or something like that.
I'm meeting with Hothon, and his blessing he has bestowed upon us is but a sign from Bahamut that he is with us. There's nothing to fear. There are less than 3.
It's a shame because there's 3. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys are your way through. Daphne and Mac are convinced and inspired again to follow the crew. As you guys continue forward, it starts to get really dark. It's probably about 8 o'clock at this point, and you guys are right there. You can see the black smoke from the mountain. At this point, if you look up through the forest, you can see the trail of black smoke that the center point from where the dark ash clouds are forming from. You guys want to stop or keep walking?
I'm looking for a spot to try and make camp here.
You should find the
Anyone else?
well-hidden spot.
Perhaps we should just go where that Treant was staying. That looked like a decent spot.
Been traveling for a few miles now. You guys are on like
Okay,
mile
never mind,
70.
never mind.
Yeah.
So there's only a couple miles left then until we get there. Yeah.
You got like 9 miles left.
Okay.
Less than a few hours travel.
Okay.
Can I
just try to
perceive
find something out of the way,
anything about like the terrain around us, or are we still kind of inside a heavily forest?
You're still in thick shrubbery. It might have thinned up a little
Okay.
bit, but it's still thick. What are you guys doing? Looking for a spot to camp out?
Making camp, yes.
Alright, roll me perception checks, everyone.
Dang, I'm not rolling well on these today. 9.
You got a 17 last time. What do you mean?
A 12.
Got a 12?
Yeah.
Doc? What'd you get?
Me?
What'd you get? Perception check?
9.
Raizok, you don't really see a really good spot to make camp. You think perhaps the path might be just fine to stop around, perhaps? Oh, but you don't see anything that looks like it's reachable, is what I mean. Your best bet to your knowledge is where you are. With a 12, I think it was, Balerov?
Yep.
You see some birds that you could shoot down and perhaps cook. Do you have any type of projectile weaponry?
I do not.
Anyone else have it? You can point it out.
Look, birds.
Everyone's like, cool.
I'm like, oh, this
How
is good.
7?
This is good practice. Here, I'll teach you how to shoot a longbow. And so I go over to Daphne and Mack, and I kind of try and teach them how to shoot a longbow. And I'm going to shoot at one of the birds.
Okay, roll to hit.
17.
Roll back the arch of the bow. It bends back at the tension, releasing the arrow that you have knocked. And it falls to the ground. This bird hits the floor from a tree that was about 20 feet up.
There you go. You see how I aimed a little high on it because the arrow's gonna fall some. You know, take a breath out right as you release the arrow. I hand the bow over to Mack.
Okay.
There's more than one bird, yeah?
Well, the other one flew away as soon as its buddy got taken out.
Okay.
Sure. Flies off.
Never mind. Then I don't hand him the bow.
Right. No, I understand. Okay, so you guys go and collect the bird, and now a few of you have dinner. So
Sweet.
4 of you. 4 of you have don't have to use rations.
Would I
enough
go? I probably wouldn't eat rations soon because I just ate rations less than 8 hours ago.
Well, the rations are like an all-day thing. So yeah, you guys could finish off the rations you have and just not use them, but it doesn't matter to me. Right, so you guys make camp? Yes. No one really finds a good spot to make camp, so you kind of rest on the path you're on.
I would like to know, is there like a decent size tree that I can sleep in?
Oh yeah, dude. There's trees you could climb up in. You only have to roll a perception check for that.
I'll just pick one that's, gives a good view of the rest of the party and kick back in it.
Okay, so Calico kind of has his tail dangling from this large trunk of a branch, and you guys see him up there, and he's just relaxing. He looks like a cat on a fence.
I'll sit at the base of the tree that he's sitting in.
Okay. Zoc, you gonna bust out your bedroll? Zoc?
Yes.
Oh, 1 second.
Sorry, I keep hearing like the first of it cuts off in it, so it just sounds like you're saying Zach.
I know. Yeah, is that better? Is that better?
It's you. It's not. It's like your connection or something. That's
I
just
think
the
it's
way
my
it's always
connection.
been. Yeah, it's just the way it's always been. It's fine.
I'm getting a new internet tomorrow,
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Oh yeah, nice. But yeah, I bust out my bedroll and. Do we
Okay,
decide
so you
who's
guys.
taking watch and stuff?
Lydia doesn't want to take watch. She's tired. She wants to sleep.
I'll take
Yeah,
watch.
very well. I'll take first watch anyways. You guys
Oh.
get some rest.
Balerov is going to take watch then, yeah? Or
I'll take
Raizok. Okay. Balerov, you'll take first watch, or does Raizok take first watch? Who's taking first watch? That's all I need to know.
I got first watch.
Max suggests, he says, you did take a hit for me out there today. I can take second watch if you like. And he walks up to you and he puts his hand on your arm, Balerov.
I think I'll take second watch.
Mac, wait, you're new to the group. You need to build some trust first. Why don't you and Daphne?
I think I couldn't smell that.
Why don't you and Daphne take third watch? How about that?
That sounds like a plan. That sounds good. We'll do third watch. It's almost morning.
I mentioned that I smelled that he pissed himself earlier.
It appears I did. I will be right back as he goes to get some water to wet himself off, clean up a little bit. Finds a little puddle somewhere and, splashes it on himself. All right, so during Raizok, during first watch, roll me Constitution check.
Can you please get that for me?
Oh yeah, you're wide awake, my guy.
In
fact, get advantage on your perception check from how awake you are.
My D20.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll perception as well?
Roll perception.
Right there.
With advantage. With advantage.
11.
With advantage?
Yeah. I rolled a 9 and 11.
Rolled a 9. Oh, you don't have a positive on that?
Oh, I do. That's just I rolled like a 6. No. A 5.
How about this?
A 5 and a 7.
It's good enough for me. In fact, you're actually in darkness, so disadvantage because you have dark vision. But
feels good.
In the event, you guys do have the lantern. Did you guys get the lantern?
I mean, I'm good. It's camp, dude. I'm making a fire. Are you kidding me?
Okay. So you guys make that fire. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. And while Balerov is sleeping, you know what? I'm going to put you on over in private chat for this. Ryan, I'm going to say this one time. Hear me?
Yeah.
You look at Balerov's shield, and you notice it becomes a little black. The hand that the gauntlet of the eye is on begins to bleed a black tar.
Okay.
Again, Ryan, Raizok, Balerov is sleeping.
Okay.
He is asleep.
Yep. And I notice that there's a little something going on the shield, and I'm going to inspect it.
Okay.
Quietly.
Roll me investigation check.
Investigation.
Arcana, or what are you trying to do? What are you trying to?
I think Arcana for me.
What? Okay, so you're looking to see what the connection is magically.
Yeah. What the hell is this? Why is it bleeding a little bit of tar?
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check. Roll me a religion check, or roll me a religion. We'll do that first.
Religion.
Trust me.
Natural
1. You don't remember any of the conversations you had with Balerov up to this point. You just kind of waved off all
the
the
fair, I know plenty about Helm, though.
Roll me now. Don't roll me anything else. With that religion check, you basically have no idea what that means. When his shield bleeds black tar.
Interesting.
All right, now roll me another perception check. One last check here.
18.
Because you don't have dark vision, it's actually quite easy for you to notice over towards the northeast. through this brush line, you see some light. It's like a flickering light that is oscillating. It is a white yellow light with a round red rim. It's pulsing. Every 2 seconds, it'll come on and it'll flicker off.
Okay.
It's about 90 yards away from you, almost 100 feet.
How long has it been? Is it almost time for second watch, or not really at all?
To give you an idea of how long it has been, you guys went to bed around 8 o'clock, so you get up early for the next morning. And during first watch ends around midnight. We'll say it's around 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I'm waking Balerov up then. Just Balerov there.
So Balerov, how do you wake him up?
How do I wake Balerov up?
How do you do it? He's a giant ass, 8 foot tall, 400-pound elephant with thick leather skin. How do you wake his ass up?
I kick his bedroll.
Okay, so you kick him
I give it a good kick.
No, wake up, buddy.
Yeah.
And then what do you do? All right, so Balerov, how do you wake up to that?
So I'm gonna kind of do this though when he sees me and just point off in the direction of whatever this thing is that's flickering.
Okay,
So I wake up.
Raizok is.
Start... You want me to keep talking?
I know. Go. He puts his finger over your lips as soon as he sees you. That's what he's just be quiet.
Yeah, and then point off in the direction of this flickering ring.
Pulsating light.
Yeah.
I look over at it, and then I look down at my shield because I know it's something supernatural, and I see that my shield is bleeding. And I immediately stand up. Are we using this top image for the campsite?
No, this is imagination right now. Again, you're resting underneath a tree. Calico's in a tree above you about 15 feet. Raizok is standing right next to you. And Lydia and the other three are kind of resting peacefully, kind of close by to you guys, probably 7 feet from you.
Okay, and how far away is that glowing thing?
90 feet, 30 yards.
Could I roll a religion check or point my shield at it?
You can point your shield in that direction, yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Right, as you do so, the sense that you get is kind of an undead presence. And it is an interesting... It's not something you as an Inquisitor have ever encountered before. In fact, you don't even... Roll me a nature check. Let's see if you've ever read about it. Let's see how much you might know about this light.
Is it nature or would it be religion?
Nature. This would be nature check. Or history check. You can pick which one is better.
Yeah, it was a 14. I rolled a 14 twice.
Okay, so on the 14, don't know the name of this creature, but you do know it's undead, and the only recollection that you have is that this creature could be... It's pretty... From what you've read about this flickering light, you've only read one word that's next to this text, and it says docile.
Yes, please. I turn and whisper to Raizok that it won't bother us.
It won't bother us.
It won't bother.
But could we maybe get a closer look at it, or should we just leave it be?
Just leave it be. It'll wander away.
Very well. Well, I mean, I suppose you're awake at this point, though. It's about time for your watch.
I'll take over.
Yeah. So I take a little bit of more of the bird we shot earlier, just like a little midnight snack, and head off to bed.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick. I don't have bedrolls on here, so you'll just have to roll with me on this one. Roll with me on this one. Bedrolls. So this is what you're looking at. It's about an hour or two past, so it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, Balerov, and you're still looking at your shield, and the shield is still... Oops, I revealed too much. Bloop!
I want to go over there.
Nope, you don't get to go over there. Yeah, Balerov, you, that was a big fucking mistake. So, so you're sitting by this tree looking at your shield. You notice the flickering lights get closer. as they're oscillating, and the frequency of oscillation is relatively the same. And that's all you know. That's all you notice.
So it's just it's located this way.
It's located up towards the northeast.
Okay. I stay where I am with my shield up, propped, like in front of me, kinda, as I'm leaning against the tree.
Okay. As you do so, one of the flickering lights now kind of wisp in the air, and it's you see three glowing orbs that kind of connect together with this magical radiant weave between each of them. Almost looks like three balls connected on a yo-yo string. And as you do so, it kind of just floats on by, and it floats right over top of Raizok. Your shield is now pretty black at this point, not too black. It floats as you see it come closer. What do you do? Are you still just going to let it pass by?
I would like to take a step forward and hold my shield up with the symbol of helm painting directly at it.
Okay, roll me an intimidation check with advantage. With advantage.
Shit. Oh, 17.
The creature flies up towards Raizok and almost gets right over top of him, and then it doesn't see, but the helm of eye opens up clearly, and then it kind of felts away in the opposite direction back towards where its other illuminating lights are, and they begin to float off towards the north, then the west. They eventually, the light kind of dimmers out to where you no longer can even perceive flickering yellowish red rimmed light.
And my shield stops bleeding, right?
And that's correct. Yes, it does.
Okay, so I go back and lean back up against the tree then.
Okay. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's put it this way: that shit touched Raizok. Oh, buddy!
Yeah.
Oh, buddy! Oh, yeah!
Docile.
It would be a Constitution saving throw, and it would have been interesting if you failed. It would have been interesting. Anyways, you are correct. They are docile. They don't usually attack people. Just kind of
What are
linger
they? What
around.
are they? What's it called?
Oh, you don't get to know what it's called.
I
You don't get
fucking
to
know what it's called though. I know what these things are. I played
What are they?
Skyrim.
So you guys get through the rest of the sleep. It's now the end of Balerov's watch, and Daphne and Mack wake up. Did you wake them up, or what are you doing, Balerov? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who are you waking up next?
I wake Lydia up because I still don't trust these two bumbling oafs.
If you wake up Lydia, she won't get her full rest in.
Then I'll just, because of those creatures, then I just continue through second watch and I take a short rest.
Sure. Take a short rest. Roll me Constitution saving throw.
I got a nat 20.
You are wide awake and you are not exhausted.
And
That's good. You got a short rest in.
I don't get my spells back from a short rest, right?
No, you do not. Not in this case. But
Only wizards.
you didn't use any spells, did you?
Yeah, I used to level 1 and level 2.
Okay. Well, still plenty of time before you guys get to where you got to go. Calico, roll me dexterity saving throw.
Now his shield.
Dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, or acrobatics. Only one of those two.
It doesn't matter. It's the same. 18.
What's the number?
18.
18.
He doesn't fall out of the tree.
Calico, you wake up, and as soon as you wake up, you grab one paw on the backside of this tree trunk, swing your legs over the opposite side, and kind of flip on down and do a little backflip as you land from 15 feet up. And you dismount, and it's a beautiful morning for you. You had a full rest. A long rest.
It's morning now.
It is morning now.
I pray. I squat down and pray.
Are you going to cast anything for the day or no?
Did we lose that 5 hit point buff?
Yeah, it's been more than 8 hours for sure. Yeah.
I do not know.
Okay, I'm gonna fix Lydia Molin's health real quick. Everyone, go in here. Oh, she needed that. Girl ain't weak, guys. She got 50 HP, but she didn't. She only had 15 HP at the time. Now she got that full rest. She wakes up and she's like, "Oh, my back feels so much better." Those lacerations, and whoo! Thank you guys for taking watch. And she points at you, Balerov. She goes, "Nothing gets past your nose, eh, Balerov?"
Nothing.
Nothing. And
Oh.
I'm gonna cook up
Daphne
the bird, the rest of the bird or whatever. Maybe have
Yeah, sure. So
breakfast.
4 of you can either give it to the kids
Yeah,
or
I'm
to the
giving it
kids.
to Daphne and
Mack.
Mac for sure.
Look at
And
you. They
I'm
say
taking
they're like,
some, and I'm gonna give some to Lydia as well because I know she's kind of hurting from yesterday.
she's like, Daphne goes, Mac, we're not having potato stew today. Having actual chicken, real protein.
No, I probably shouldn't stay on much longer.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
mean it's time.
That's fine. Whatever you say, Zach.
Whatever you
The
say,
kids-
I just have a really long day at work tomorrow, and I want to make sure I get enough sleep. And I have stuff I have to do before I go to sleep. So.
The kids get up and they start practicing and dueling each other, Raizok. And that's the first thing they do in the morning. They start to practice their hand axe swings.
Very good.
And
very
you see Mac hitting a tree trunk with his axe. And Calico, you're a little nervous because you think you see the tree has a face for a second there.
good. I do tell them to be careful. There's treants around. You can't just be swinging at any random tree. Make sure it doesn't talk first.
Calico, do you say that too?
I say you should listen to him.
He goes, I will. Don't worry, Raizok. I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
Okay, all right, very good. I believe you.
I don't want to piss off any creatures that are not mean to us, you know?
Very true.
All right. You guys get up. Make your way out of the forest. And this time, you begin to open up. The forest edge line is now coming to a close. And what you notice is the large, steep incline of a giant rock formation. And the clouds that were once steaming with smog, or the fog clouds the smoke clouds that were steaming with fog, now turn into smog, and you can smell the hazy, intense burning of ash in your lungs. And each of you see this picture from the tree line as you approach. And you see the large fog cloud and the lava stream that is a river. If you were to follow it, you can assume goes down to Never River Winter. Never Winter River. And you all are now officially at the summit. Not the summit. You're at the base terrain of Mount Hotenow.
Awesome.
I
You
decide
guys want
now's
to
a
keep
great.
walking forward?
I decide that now's as good a time as any to put on that necklace.
You do so. In fact, that's an excellent point, Calico. Because you have that necklace on, you are not impaired. But the rest of you, everyone needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I thought we were stopping.
After this, yes, we're stopping. I get some Constitution saving throws from the group.
I had to open everything back out and get my dice out.
You can just roll it on here. It's like, hell no.
I don't have my keyboard.
Hey, Doc, what's your Constitution saving throw?
I rolled a 18.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Oh, everyone in the entire party Everyone is not phased by the smog, ashy burn that enters their lungs. You take a deep breath in and exhale out. Each one of you, Raizok, you actually have a little flicker of sparks come out of your mouth as your lungs fill with this ash.
we still have all of our bandanas on our faces. So.
Well, I'm not talking about the breath, not the heat. Guys, there's no heat right now. It's just the smog from the volcano.
That's what I'm saying. We're breathing through our bandanas.
Oh, I thought it was over your head, like to keep heat.
No. It's for the ash.
That works too. Yeah, that works too. Every person here, especially those that covered their face with ash, all are adapted towards the smoggy burning sensation in your lungs, and it doesn't bother you anyone right now at this moment. You all begin to make your way down into to Mount Hotenow towards the base. You do see the rotting of trees and the hard volcanic rock dried on the ground. It's a little hot, little raise in temperature, not too bad. And as you're walking, Raizok, everyone hears a loud roaring sound, and it's from the sky above you. As you look up, you see a red dragon fly across the sky. It flies behind towards the back side of Mount Hotenow and disappears. You hear it roaring out. Roll me perception checks, each of you.
7, not great.
7.
18.
I'm pretty like bewildered by this big red dragon. I'm really focused on it. I'm not really looking at anything else.
19.
Because I want to go slay it.
Alaka, what'd you get?
I got a 7. I am not perceptive today.
Me and Calico roll the same every time.
Balerov, you notice inside the red dragon's mouth is a very large arm. The arm, with a 19, you can tell is hairy and red.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that dragon has an arm. Tongue.
In its mouth. It's ripped off arm, Zach. It's something that bit off.
It's not Trogdor or the Burninator.
I tell him that it has an arm in its mouth.
Oh, what color is it? What color is it? It's red.
That.
I said red hair. There's like red hair on the arm.
Okay, it's red.
That's gotta be a fire giant's arm. We're in the right. We're heading the right direction, guys.
Well, at least it looks like.
At this point in time, Calico, their shirt begins to swell up, and boom! Out pops Uthal and Shaka.
Don't be too hasty. Don't be too hasty. You might want to fucking wait. Yeah.
That's for next game. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. So yeah, no, you see this dragon with a red arm. You say something to Raizok. As you guys continue to make your way further in that direction, I'm assuming you're not moving with stealth or anything like that.
Not really.
Right now, I need everyone. Did he say? Does anyone know?
Dragon stirs Hamid or not?
No, none of us could understand it.
Do I notice where the dragon was coming from?
First, I want to address Jordan's question. What was the question, sir?
Oh, if I can tell whether or not this dragon serves Bahamut based off its color.
Don't need to roll anything. If you want to, you can roll a nature check. Yeah, roll a nature check. Let's see how much you know.
If he says things.
16.
16, was it?
Yes.
16? Is that what he said?
16, yes.
What? How big was this thing?
I don't think he said.
Oh, he's in a separate chat.
Can you hear the background music?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No? Am I the only one that can hear the background music? No. I have the rhythm bot, so everyone should be able to hear it.
Back in this game.
Hold on.
What do you?
Yeah, I can hear it. So I've downed it because I'm kind of hard of hearing, so I don't want it. interfering with what you guys
So,
are saying.
Jordan, Calico, what do you do with that information I just told you?
I instantly become enraged and say, "That creature does not serve Bahamut. That's probably the one that destroyed my home. We must deal with it. Can't be allowed to just terrorize this place anymore."
Well, I
Balerov
mean,
speaks up and says that it's not his general concern right now.
I don't care.
Raizok is on board,
listen,
I'm sure. Raizok's
I'm
like,
all for slaying dragons, all right. But I'll
You're
be
not
honest,
your
I've
uncle?
got some. I'm busy. I need to go. I need to go wherever that dismembered giant is, and I need to cut out its tongue.
so Calico, I want you to roll me, Calico, since you're front in line.
How big was
I
that
want you
red
to roll me
dragon? How big was that red dragon?
From the perception
Yes.
check you had, my guy.
Yes.
It's hard to tell. It could be large, could be huge.
When he says he wants to cut off the thumb, I say, "What for?"
Listen, there's a guy back in I don't know, where the hell did he come? In Neverwinter, a smith, a specialist, if you will. And I'm trading a rare item for a sweet piece of armor. All right.
I mean, if we kill the dragon, not only will we get a thumb from the eaten, or from that ripped off arm, but the treasure, and
We can go
we can
do
both
that
get what we want.
afterwards.
I need to find my target here first.
Fine,
Then maybe I'll help you
fine.
find the dragon.
It's time to split the party.
Oh no!
It's
We gotta
time
keep
to
this shit
split
together.
the fucking
That's not what I-
party.
I
so-
become exasperated and go, "Fine, fine, we'll do yours best."
That's good. Balerov, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm hunting a dangerous criminal.
Yeah,
He turned me
that
into a
doesn't
human.
tell me anything.
Lydia steps up. She goes, he turned me into a monstrous werebear. Or one that I couldn't turn back into human anyway.
So
I'm
we're
looking
hunting
for
a werebear, another one.
No, we're hunting a mage named
Oh.
Lord Turns.
Do you don't know where he is? Where the hell is he?
He's supposed to be here on Mount Hotenow. They're performing experiments on people.
Interesting. How about this? We know where that dragon was flying from, all right? And there's an armless fire giant over there just waiting to have his tongue cut out of his mouth. All right? How about we go take advantage of that first? Then we can find your wizard. And
No.
then we can go slay ourselves a red dragon.
What kind of creature is a fire giant? Is a giant?
Oh, it's a giant.
It's a giant.
It's giant.
It's a fucking giant.
It's a giant. That's the type. It's giant.
It's a giant.
To
Okay.
make sure, I will double check for you, Zach, but I'm pretty sure it's giant.
Okay.
Because
that
we gotta
is-
close this up, we're gonna end the role playing session here. But before we do, Calico, roll me a nature check or survival check, whichever one's higher.
Hold on one sec.
It's giant, Zach. The race of creature is giant.
Okay.
11.
It's an 11, Calico.
No.
I need investigation check from who's in the middle, Raizok and Balerov. I need investigation checks from both of you guys.
Fuck! I keep putting my dice away.
We're almost done, I promise.
15.
What is it? An investigation? You said? That is a +3. I got a 16.
As you guys are walking forward, you guys are moving forward to the closer where the volcanic ground is more kind of parts out a little bit. And in that moment, you all carelessly underestimate the environmental pressures at which you're in. From that underestimation, a giant steam blasts forward upon Raizok and Balerov as they're both in the middle as they step on top of a volcanic geyser, taking 13, 18, 21 points of damage as this geyser just blasts up. And then Calico suddenly remembers, oh wait, volcanoes usually have liquid geysers around them. You guys take 23 points of damage, fire damage.
No, does that count as a trap?
23 points of damage?
It is not a trap. It's not a man-made trap. It's counted as an environmental disaster type thing.
21
That's
or
what I'm counting
23?
it as.
21 or 23?
23.
So there's no saving throw to avoid it or anything?
You just had it.
Investigation.
Oh,
Was
then
to
do I
see-
add my modifier?
Calico, I gave 2 checks. I gave Calico the opportunity to remember or recollect if volcanoes have steam geysers that blow up large volumes of heat. He failed. Therefore, you guys had investigation to see if you noticed the ground had unique holes in them, and you should probably avoid them. But you also failed. So therefore, you all take 4d10 damage. Air damage.
Okay, so it wasn't a saving throw, it was a check.
It was a check.
I'm taking 23 too, right?
Oh, you're not in. I said the
It's
third and
us.
fourth member.
Okay.
Now, as you guys are walking forward closer, you see this big steam of heat rise up from your body. It kind of scorches your feet and your legs a little bit, and you make this loud noise. In that loud noise, you then see 2 creatures fall from this small river of lava, both of which take form in the context of a huge flaming vortex where arms should be, it is actually fire, and their heads and their body make fire as well. There are fire elementals. They immediately begin to ascend upon you, and this is where we're going to pick up next time.
Dope.
Ready?
So I want to get to this point to leave it here. Oh wait, you guys can't see this. Oh yeah, you can. Can you guys see that?
We can see the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see the elementals.
Yeah, we
You
can
see the
see it.
map?
Oh, map? Yeah.
Gotta add in my buddies. They are. Alright guys. So that was it. I made it to Hotenow. This is where we're gonna pick up next time.
It was fun.
Jordan, did you have a good time with that one, dude?
I did.
It's fun, right?
Yes.
Is that brutal? The 40-10 out of nowhere. I feel like I gave you guys enough check for that.
Yeah, no. He
I
was
felt
saying
like
like,
that was
oh,
fair.
it wasn't a save, it was a check. Yeah, well, a check is gonna do us better usually than a save.
I really enjoyed everyone's role playing tonight. I thought Ed was fantastic, on point. It was a lot of fun. For me, especially as a DM.
We got ourselves some red shirts. Woo!
You laugh, but like, dude, watch this. They're gonna survive. They're gonna come back with a whole
Dude.
military. They're gonna be like
Dude.
generals.
I'm trying to help them out here as best I can. I'm trying to.
I got some plans. I remember things from the original campaign where I'm gonna loop in some Droop. Get my boy in there.
My boy Droop.
I gotta get
Droop.
Droop back. No, dude, I got this
Team
campaign
Droop.
planned out. What's gonna happen is gonna blow y'all's socks off, man. I'm telling you, it's badass.
I'm ready for
Stoked.
it.
Nice.
I'm stoked.